Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The gun wants to pass. That's caught. It's sacked. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys...
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turn.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. On the run, it's Jamison. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Goes to the option. The pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Caught close to the marker, it's Terry. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
second down. See if they keep tossing it around. Gives it to the back on the draw. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Safe completion on the screen. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Finds a man on the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow on defense. 3rd and long, you got them right where you want them. You know it's a pass coming. Oh, no, it's not. They fool you. They run the football, make a play. One of the most frustrating plays is the defensive end.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Try to barge their way in. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, Auburn and Georgia have just wrapped up the Deep South's oldest rivalry. Here's a look at the latest chapter. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll move the tight end. Snap in the shotgun. Quickly to the tight end. And they're able to get him down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Got him downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Nebraska! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll try the right side. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Wide open downfield. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. A little release to the back. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Huskers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Let's go, let's go.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It's complete. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Alabama pushing the tempo. They just keep firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Peace. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10.
22, water.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Peace. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to fire on second down. Complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
To the air on second down. Under fire. At the 40, there he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sapp. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense.
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Peace. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the missed connection on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Behind the chains now on second and long. On the ground, it's sacked. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Fighting off the defender. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. He's got his man. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
A lot of times the QB's going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back. Let him catch it. Let him go get a first down for you.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw again. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
On target. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that...
There he goes! All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown Tide! A great catch and run for 6. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Hand off from the shotgun. Past the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. He's got it and still on his feet. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wideout trying to get it in. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The Huskers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. It'll be a draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, give on the inside. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Cornhuskers looking to convert on 4th down. Quarterback keeper. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Find space on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
The Huskers have their offense in high gear. Tight end now in motion. Looking for space. It's Turner. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The give on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run play action. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for him. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. going to sling it on second down. Pressure coming. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California. He's able to scramble. And while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Sends it back in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Swings it out to the flat. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gets the back moving. Gonna look downfield again. He's got an open man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Turning it on the Houdini-like moves. Get it to the 22. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.